to your studio. Um, the name cannot take it to my head now. However, I've worked in a place where there are conflicts among the workers, and you can easily uh, trace where it started. And most times, it usually started from the top, where the staff, maybe due to one or two reasons, he or she feels that he is more valuable among other staff. And the person cannot control themselves. They want to boss it to the one that they feel is not contributing more. This is what my former manager did. He said, according to him, that he loves conflict among workers. That is when he wants to see your best and your weakness as well. So for him to stop that, he pay you up and give you guys the tax. And let's say, and this is a tax that the organization will, of course, make money of. So if he calls the two of you together and he knows, in fact, he does it every time. He knows that because we always have meeting every Monday morning, and you want to air your opinion, what you can use and all that. And by the time you discover that, okay, this person has an opportunity to, you say, okay, this is a very good time to give this to a task. So he just give you a task and tell you, okay, report maybe on Wednesday, happens on Monday, and then you report on Wednesday on what. So you cannot tell me that both of you will not work together to ensure that your task is delivered successfully. You see, you drop your conflict aside and then contribute to the goals of the organization.
Okay.
And then you get these results. So that is one of the things I learned from that manager where conflict resolution is concerned. So at the end of the day, what he will now do is, because they are usually times of fun, as in maybe get together and all that. So we cannot say that in that environment you want to be toxic where everybody is happy. It always, the happiness will rub off on you. So conflict for me is good. How the management handle it goes a long way to keep your good staff and then remove those ones who will not cooperate with the organizational goal. Thank you.
Okay. All right then. Remove those ones who would not cooperate with the organizational goal. Nene Joyce Wokoma on Facebook says, Denise, you are a seer. What you are discussing just happened in my office this morning. Hey, I should go and open my own ministry. Denise, the seer ministry. I have two toxic persons in my office that feels that the management of the organization is made up of their ethnic group. Sorry, I have to take that again. I have two toxic persons in my office that feels that the management of the organization is made up of their ethnic group and as such get away with the rules of the organization. I always pray to God for safety and sustenance in this workplace since I have not gotten another job. Okay, so in this case, the conflict that does exist make you feel threatened. And like I said, sometimes it is not just the customers that get to feel the impact. Other employees, co-workers get to feel the impact as well. Nobody wants to get entangled. In short, people observe it, but do not want to talk about it. It's something related to not getting on the person's bad side. Altercations, quarrels, disagreements, difference of opinion, disputes, discord, friction. It can even transcend to hostility. Take these files. Go and do the... You probably should be polite. But then again, you just feel like, collect this thing and go and do like this. And other employees are seeing, they are watching. And sometimes they hope that management will do something about it. But management will sometimes turn a blind eye. We need supplies. The person who is supposed to probably approve for the supplies to be made is in conflict with the procurement officer. And before you know it, there is no diesel to run the office. As long as it is Mr. Emeka that is going to still be procurement officer, I will make his stay in this office miserable. And the entire office is probably in darkness and probably cannot deliver on certain deadlines because there is no electricity. And the management is just supposed to fire both of them or put them on suspension. Or what best do they do? Now, you working in an environment, you should be able to tell how conflicts are resolved in that environment. Zion from GRA, welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead.
When it comes to organizational issues of this nature, what the management will do basically is not to support any of the staffs. Well, by the grace of God, where I work, we have conflict management department, strictly on conflict. Do they even work at all? I think I envy those people because they don't have to do any work. I envy those guys. Well, sometimes in conversations we have with them, they will always tell us the truth. Most mistake we make is to support one person when there is an issue like that. And the moment we pull on that train, there's always an issue. So what do we do? We only ask questions. For instance, Mr. Zion did not need this file to my office. That's why I did not attend to that folder. You don't come support this square because she reported. But rather you call me to your office and ask, this is what she said. What happened? Okay, you should have done that. According to the office, our regulations stated a file should not stay in your office more than 72 hours. So why do you keep up to it? Most of the time that we have issues unresolved is because the management tend to look at some staff to be more valuable. Without them, this office cannot run. So whenever they report, we tend to cite them. Make the staff no come more here. If this staff come more here now, our company will suffer. We'll not go get person like this. No, that's poor mentality. And it has destroyed a lot of companies and organizations and even their daily operation. The end of people losing the best hands because the best hand is not from their tribe, or it's not closer to them, or it's not in their circle, or it's not their preference.
Wait, hold on, Mrs. Zion. Do we still have organizations, really, that form cliques and have people from a particular tribe come together to cause mayhem for other people?
Yes, so thank God for Nigeria Info.
Oh my God.
At least the largest thing that can deduce in most of the conversation, Jude is always disturbing you. Jude doesn't allow your foot to rest. I understand. That is pure core association, organization that the staff have seen the office or the salary beyond their daily affairs. But they are now building a relationship. But in some organizations, my sister, you will see clubs and association and cliques, pepper them gang. In fact, now we they use the best perfume here. Now we smell past. Now our food they huge. Now we even get close to the boss. If I report you, they go just sack you. We have this kind of mentalities in most organizations.
Wow.
But the one that want to prosper does not look at those people. They look at bringing their staff together like Nigerian Info, where they can eat together, work together, go watch movies together, understand each other. That is why even our department, our office that have this conflict management department, I say jealous that they didn't even work.
Okay. Chukuma, okay. Someone says, Idi, I know this isn't the point of the convo, but no account manager is big enough to terrorize you as a customer. Even if it's 1 naira in your account, you're part of why they have a job. Ask for the official email address and number, and you can communicate directly with them in their office if their office colleagues are afraid. It's what I do, so there's actual proof of who said what. I've gotten my account manager changed, gotten another queried, and a third, who was highly placed at a bank, fired. It's funny what a blog post or tweet will do when you have proof. I bring that same attitude to my business. Nobody is talented or valuable enough to get away with being a douchebag. I will fire you, be you lawyer, stylist, actress that the whole world wants, award-winning director. I will fire you. Muriel from Okrika, welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead.
Hello, Denise. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Go ahead.
Thank you. Denise, now when we talk about conflict resolution, it differs in different organizations.
Okay.
In public sector and the private sector. Now, in the government space, let me say, for example, in the civil service, if you go to the secretariat, Denise, and for some persons that are privileged, even if you've not worked there, and maybe you've gone there to sell or to meet persons, and you go a little bit frequently, Denise, you will find out that, hey God, it's like some people carry witchcraft into their office space. And then the enmity is top notch. It's to another level. In fact, they display it in the office. They take it to their village square. After that, they take it to their dark square. After darkness spot. After that, they bring it back to the office. There is no way to resolve that. And in this public sector, you see that they don't really have a conflict resolution unit, or these are HR units. They are not really effective. So they are just on their own. Whenever they like, if maybe God decide or Jesus decide to settle them by themselves, that's when it's happening. Because boss said, maybe said, nobody said. They do as on their own. But in the private space, Denise, it's not like that. And that's why the private sector, they flourish. Someone made mention of suspension. Yeah, this thing happens. They can either suspend or they fire immediately. And to me, there's something that I even want to advise. As a boss, sometimes you don't allow people to stay for too long in your organizations. Wow. When they stay too much, they become grandfathers and grandmothers. They become, it's like there's a shield now surrounding them.
Principalities and powers. It's principalities and powers.
Honestly.
That is the time that they say, we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
Let new ones come, new breeds.
Okay.
So that you see that when these new ones come, they mingle with themselves. They easily resolve conflict themselves. You see that their ideas, their notion of things, how they see things is similar. But that old mama and grandpa that have stayed there, that has become ancestors in your establishment, you see that they cannot easily flow with these people. When these people bring new ideas, no problem. In fact, it's just like a bridge. They just form a bridge between them and the young. So that can really affect your job as a parent. So you try as much as you can to encourage the ones that have stayed for too long to move on. Then the new ones that are coming up, let them be the conflict resolution team, and then see how you can as a leader to make them friends as much as they can. When they quarrel, there is no organization that they will not quarrel, misunderstanding. But when they quarrel, they can be easily resolve it themselves. They flow, they laugh, you come in, you carry everybody along. This can easily make people not to really go into conflict and not stay too long in this conflict. Thank you, Denise.
Okay. But this one says, good afternoon, Double D. My workplace, nobody quarrels there or fights. If you quarrel or fight, your 1 month salary will not be given to you. And if you keep malice with anybody in the office, you will be sacked. One of the ways to resolve conflict is to form a conflict resolution committee or body, or put rules and regulations in the office. Round face from working in your office. I know some associations adopt this particular one. If you fight in the association, it's just like they say, if you come late, you pay 500 naira fine or 1,000 naira fine. If you fight in the association, you drop fine. See, but let me tell you the truth. Some people come for those meetings and they put money in their pocket because they know that they came to fight. In short, before the meeting, you go come, I will come to the meeting, yes. You see that Mama Ikechi? Oh, I don't want Lita to enter my trap. I carry money, oh, I carry money for fine. I want fight them. I want chance. Say your 1 month salary. There are people that are willing to sacrifice their 1 month salary to prove a point. And then, some people are not even scared of losing their jobs. Sadly, like I said, our human nature or our personalities and perspectives and backgrounds, they are different. Some of us may not see eye to eye on certain things. And for that reason, it may seem like we will constantly be in conflict. Let's do it this way. No, we can't do it this way. We must do it this way. No, we won't do it this way. We'll do it. Okay, let's do it like this. No, we must do it like this. The back and forth and back and forth. And before you know it, it was just an ordinary team meeting. Then one person, how do they say it? Wait, hold on. What's the thing they say? One person can't carry you for mind. That's how they say it. Am I right? Yeah. One person takes offense. Simply put, why would she speak to me like that? Does she know who I am? I'm one of the pioneer, people like to use, you see this thing, pioneer staff member. I am one of the pioneer staff members. Oh, is it because they brought me from headquarters to this branch? I'm going to frustrate her. She will need approval from me for every time she brings a file. I will make sure none of her files are approved. Or it may not get to that point, but then in meetings, you see that this person is greeting every other person but one person. You see that whenever that person is involved, the other person does not want to be involved. It may be a group of people in conflict. It may be just a few persons or two persons in conflict. But how are these conflicts resolved and managed in your place of work so that it doesn't hamper smooth operation in the business? It doesn't affect the business operations. It doesn't affect how they treat customers. It doesn't affect turnover. Because after all, everybody is in business to make profit, right? But if two people or some persons in your organization are the reasons why people are not patronizing, then I think you need to do something fast. Good afternoon, Denise. For me, those people that create conflict in their place of work, if the management talk to them and they refuse to hear the management should suspend or sack them so that they will learn from their mistake. Henry from Kidney Island, Port Harcourt. What is Kidney Island in Port Harcourt, by the way? Good afternoon. There is high production when conflict between workers is managed with maturity and without favoritism, because there must be conflict. Do you know my favorite moment on your show? It is when Constance comes in with trending stories and you people chat freely. I really enjoy that moment. It's good when workers are in good health. Do you know if me and Constance we are quarreling? Do you know, I'm in conflict with Constance. I don't know why, but I just feel like starting conflict with her for no reason. I just feel like sometimes people should just fight. It's just like when a wife is saying, you don't even quarrel for this marriage. They don't want to do something, so they'll quarrel. They say that the quarreling used to make the marriage sweet. I don't know how true that is, but then some people do not like peace. They like warfare. We'll come back and round up this conversation. Keep the messages coming. The WhatsApp and Telegram number remains 0809 0306416. And then when we come back from the news break, you can call 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. Twitter still remains at Nigeria Info page and Facebook page, Nigeria Info 92.3 page. No, stay tuned to us.